Okay, I'm just going to have you hit a shot to that pin. You're good on everyone ready?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for more of a flop now.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
So when I have this shot here, which we're presented more often than we want to be, I take out a 60 degree. I'm looking to bring it in high and soft. I'm looking for not a full-blown flop shot, but definitely a flop. And so what I'm doing is I'm opening the face to get that loft up, setting up a little bit open, ball about in the middle of my stance with weight pretty neutral. From there, you want to have a real stable base, so you can kind of go 60-40 weight on the front side, but you still want to have that face open, body open a little bit to the target. And from there, you're looking, as you take it back, you're looking for a little bit of a hinge, and as you go down, you want this club to release earlier than you would if you're hitting a normal trajectory pitch shot. You want the club to get down earlier, so the effective loft is similar to that of when you were at address. And what that does is that gets the ball up in the air quicker. It's not compressing it down with my hands forward like you would on one of the other shots. It's getting the club head there early, pretty much neutral with my hands, so that it launches at this angle up in the air versus launching at this angle up in the air. And what that does is, with the hinge down to the ball, it still generates speed to get the spin, but the launch angle is up higher, the initial launch angle.
I thought it was interesting when you were talking before. You were saying the way you're playing that you want to hit that lob, but you also want to maintain a little bit of spin with it. So you want it to still check for you, right?
Well, especially downwind like this. I mean, you're just trying to generate the shot that'll be closest to stopping right where it hits. Sometimes you may want one to plop up, and normally when you're hitting this kind of shot, you don't want it releasing much. You want this to land so you have as much room between the rough and the hole. You want to land it as close to the hole as possible to have it stop there. That way you don't really toy around with getting caught and being careless and having another chip shot as your next shot.
Thinking about that, you have that shot. What's the circle for you? What's an acceptable result?
Yeah, well, it all depends on the conditions, but on a day like today with this wind, that pin, anything within 10 feet I think is a really good shot from here. I mean, we're 30 yards away, 25 to 30 yards away with a bunker there. Down breeze, not much green to work with. If you have yourself a 10-footer uphill, we can make those half the time, more than half the time, and you're looking at a really solid up and down if you're able to get this in too.
Okay.